All right, all right, all right. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome, 400 AGL Live Sunday, August 2nd. Not too hot here today, not too bad. Look at there. Anybody that might want to send something, DJI, to the channel, DJI, anybody really, DJI, right there's where you send it. I'm going to get this out of the way right away here because I always forget. 400 AGL, Box 12, Holiday, Tennessee 38341. And there's still time tonight. If you want to have a video shown on the show tonight, email a link, 400agluploads@gmail.com. 400agluploads@gmail.com if you want to send a link to a video. I've already got two left over from last week, but we're going to get those out tonight, and I got time to slide one or maybe two more in the show tonight. If anybody cares to send something in, just let me know in chat. And I've been telling people that I had a surprise for everybody tonight, and that surprise is very easy to notice almost immediately, which is exactly why I'm just now turning my camera on. So I want everybody to take a good look here. Look at all this. Huh? Look at that. What do you think of all that? Oh my goodness. Lloyd is like dumbfounded. Hey, speaking of Lloyd, you know, I always try to compliment him with being the only guy that I know that can bitch and gripe about something, probably make somebody think he's giving them a compliment when he's really cutting them down, you know, and smile the whole time, literally the whole time that he's doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show the one and only legend in his own mind, Mr. Lloyd Mendenhall, the grumpy blogger.
Hey, Mel.
Hey, Lloyd.
Yeah, notice I'm wearing a 400 AGL hat for your show tonight. Actually,
Yeah.
I forgot to put my grumpy vlogger hat on, and I didn't want to get up and go all the way into the other room to get it. So
why doesn't that surprise
hanging back there? Yeah.
Why doesn't that surprise me? But you know, I can put...
You know,
I just happen to have a hat here that I think you'd like. Let me dig through my stack of hats. No, it's not that one. No, the DJI. No. It's
no, that's a nice
400
hat,
AGL one. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
I got one here. I think I'll just put on for just a minute. I haven't even taken the tag off this one. See, it's still got the tag on it.
Oh wow.
Let's put that hat
There
on
you go. There you go. That'll work. Yeah.
We'll put that hat on.
But it covers up that pretty haircut of yours.
Yeah, we don't want to do that, do we?
Yeah. Well, you got I think that's the shortest I've ever seen it on you.
I guarantee you it's the shortest you've ever seen it. It's the shortest a lot of people have ever seen. Ain't many people ever seen it shorter than it was, let alone now.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
That's like that's high and tight right there, man. That's a military haircut if I ever seen one.
Just about. Yeah, I went in and sat down in the chair, and the girl says, "What are we going to do?" I said, "Well, I got a pair of them clippers," and she said, "Okay." I said, "I got all the attachments." She said, "Okay." I said, "I was just going to put the big one on and go bzz, bzz, bzz." She says, "Oh, you don't want to do that." I said, "Well, that's why I'm here." You put the little one on, though. But anyway.
Yeah, I do.
She said, "Is that what you want it to look like?" I said, "Just about." She said, "Okay." So she grabbed her clippers and she put the middle one on and she started going beep, beep, beep. I said, "Well, hell, I could have done that."
You saved yourself $10 or more.
15, yeah, anyway.
Oh, crap. They've gone up.
Well, it was $17 or $18 for the haircut, and then I gave her a $5 tip, so it's damn near $25 for something I probably could have done myself.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
She did use scissors for the other part, the top part.
Yeah, yeah.
I told her
It looks good. It really does.
I told her the top still had to look as good as Ken Herron's, and she said, okay, no problem.
Yeah, right.
No, I did. I told her that. She said, okay, no problem. She still has
she
no
know who
damn
Ken
clue.
Herron was, or did
no
you?
damn clue
Yeah.
who Ken Herron is.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
You might be surprised. She might have.
I guess that is possible.
These young people nowadays are all about that YouTube-y thing and, that Twister or whatever, that little thing on their phones, and that,
what makes you,
that MySpace.
What makes you think she was young?
Oh, well, that's true. Hey, us old farts watch it too.
Yeah. Well, compared to you and me, she was young, but compared to a youngin', she wasn't young, okay? But I gotta...
I call those ones in their 20s just not quite grown-ups yet.
Yeah. Well, she's beyond her 20s. But...
Oh, okay.
So, I gotta tell you, I made a boo-boo today.
Oh, well, why didn't that surprise me?
Well,
which one did you do today?
Well, this one here refers to the Osmo Action Camera.
Uh-oh.
Well, I wasn't really sure I was going to go out to the flying field this morning. At the last minute, I decided to go. So I didn't have a lot of batteries charged. I had the batteries charged for my foam airplane, but that was about it. I get out there and I discover I've only got one battery that's got about 30% charge in it for my action cameras. And so I didn't do any filming until the very end. There was only two other guys out there this morning, Gerald and Marcel. And Gerald has I think it's a Cub, a styrofoam Cub.
Right.
And Gerald has a, similar to a Cub. It's called Marcel has one that's similar to a Cub. It's called a Timber. They're both about the same size. They're about the size of my foam airplane, and they're 5-channel really, because they got flaps. So in about a 5 or 7 mile an hour wind, they can put the flaps down and just hover the thing like an airplane. I mean, like a helicopter. Okay.
Like a helicopter? Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, they decide they're going to fly together, these two things, and they're trying to fly together, take off and land together and do things around each other and stuff without crashing into each other.
Right.
I thought, man, this is going to be a great film opportunity. So I grab the Osmo Action, I stick it in the tripod, I hit the record button, and I start filming.
Mm-hmm.
What I didn't realize was it was no longer set at 2.7K 30. It was set at 4K times 15. So here's the video I got.
Oh my God.
Now, every once in a while, you'll see a glimpse of an airplane. Okay?
There you go. Yeah.
Like right there. See, that's the end of the video. I mean, and that was 10 minutes worth of filming. But, yeah, so that turned out to be, and you can see them, you can see both of them there if you watch real close.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so
that
turned out to be a oops
Charlie
moment.
Foxtrot?
Yeah, Charlie Foxtrot, capital Charlie.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was kind of disappointed. But you know what we didn't do is I didn't go through and say hello to everybody. And I know tonight the first guy in the chat was John F. John and Rick, they were the first two here. I don't know which one was here first, but John typed first and Rick typed second. And then Jody from Drone Shots and Dennis Lovelady and Art and Jim Boyd and Brent Nunley and Wendell and Third Eye from Texas. And, that other guy, Grumpy Vlogger, he showed up in here typing. Bob Casey.
I know. He's a troll.
Bad penny.
Not Bob Casey, Grumpy Vlogger. Let me... Bob Casey is not a troll, folks.
Oh, Ray Kelly, Mr. Grant, stay
he's bigger
drunk.
than me. That's a troll.
Bob's bigger than everybody.
Yeah.
Jesus. His hands make two of mine, for Christ's sakes. Or it
He's a
takes
big
two of
old
mine
boy.
to make one of his. Floyd
Yeah.
Moats, Brent Nunley Wendell, Jim Above and Beyond Drones. Jim, I got to ask you something, too. I want to talk to you. Tim Jackson, hello. Jay Bird. My brother and dad, Backwoods Droners, in the house. I think that covers it all. Stingray.
You got Carlos from Back from the Sky?
Is Carlos here? He's come in after
he just popped in.
I'm still scrolling through, so I ain't got to the bottom yet.
Yeah.
Hello, Carlos. Oh, Mitch. Yeah, Carlos and Mitch both. Ray Kelly, Captain Ray.
Drone Bum.
Paul, hello, Drone Bum. Hello, Paul. How you doing? Anyway, so if I missed your name, that's just because I was trying to scroll through the chat list real fast. I'm sorry. It'll be all right.
I think you got them all. You got Ray Kelly, yeah. So you got.
Yep.
Yep.
So how about you?
Everybody.
What have you been doing? You been doing any flying?
Absolutely nothing. I did one video last week. I have, been in a funk, obviously, because I just trying to. But I just. That, and I've been working at trying to get some of my movies put onto my NAS server, my MyCloud, my WD MyCloud, and getting that on. Finally got it figured out how to make the Plex work with it. But anyways, we had some outrageous thunderstorms here for a couple of days this week.
Yeah, we've had.
God, yesterday was beautiful. It was like in the low 80s. It felt like a early fall,
Today was nice.
North
Today
winds.
was a little windy
nice
for
too.
flying airplanes, but it was nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I flew.
Yesterday.
I've got to do a mod on my airplane. I'll talk about that in a little bit.
Okay, but yeah, I haven't really done anything. I've got some videos I got to transfer over tonight, and then I'll try and do 4 videos next week. But I don't know. I just kind of chilling, did Greg's show Friday night, and then did Art's. Had a good time on Art's show today. You saw that.
Art had a good show.
That was a great
today.
guest.
I did see that today. Yeah, he had a good show today.
Only problem was I wouldn't shut up.
Yeah, there was a couple times where you probably should have let the guest talk, But
Actually, it was Art I wasn't letting talk.
Well, yeah, that too, I guess.
I wasn't letting the host talk. Yeah.
Yeah, you kept.
I'm a terrible guest.
I know one time you said something about, I'll give it back to you, Art, your show, or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember
I did.
I remember at some point you said that, but that was a good show. I was working on video, and that was when I discovered that the video I just showed. Agent K, welcome. And then I saw someone else come in too. Ron Lockwood. Hello, Ron. Welcome.
Oh, Ron Lockwood's in.
How's things going out in the boondocks, my friend? So yeah, he did. He had a really, really, really good show, and I listened to the whole thing, and I was working on video trying to get stuff set up for the show tonight, and that's when I discovered that for some reason, somehow, when I started filming with that Osmo action camera, it went to 4K times 15. And it done that once before to me, and I haven't quite figured out what causes it. I thought maybe it's because you maybe hit the record button without turning the camera on, and I've got one of them sitting here in front of me, and it was set to 4K 30, 2.7K 30 last time I turned it on, and I tried it by just hitting the record button, because that'll bring it to life if you press and hold record, and it comes up at 2.7K 30 recording. So
that's not it.
So that must not be what causes it. I don't quite know.
Well, but with it being 4K at 15, you can get the theme music off of what's that British comedian?
Oh, Benny Hill?
Benny Hill. Yeah,
Yeah.
Benny Hill. Play that because that's perfect for Benny Hill.
Yeah. Well, I want to take you guys back in time. I want to take you back in time 42 years. You want to go back that far?
I can't remember past last week, but yeah, let's give it a shot.
Okay, let's take a look. 42 years ago, roughly, I was 18 years old, and there I am sitting in the cockpit of our Cherokee 140. That's the airplane that I was flying when I was learning to get my pilot's license, when I started doing my pilot's license lessons for my private pilot's license.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the airplane that we had. And not long after that picture was taken, my dad traded that airplane in on a brand spanking new Cherokee Archer II, which was a 180 horse Lycoming engine that he bought,
Right.
brand new. They delivered it from, I think, Florida or Kansas or Nebraska or somewhere. They flew it out to California to deliver it to him. And it was an instrument rated airplane. So after he got that airplane, then he went ahead and got his instrument rating on top of his pilot's license. But
Okay.
I'm telling that story because I bought another airplane yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, a guy come out to the flying field with a deal that just couldn't be taken away. That is a low-wing Cherokee style airplane.
Yeah, it is.
Now notice it's missing the motor.
Yeah. Well,
That's because I gave the motor away after I bought the airplane. And
oh, okay.
notice the, let me change images here. Notice the two white strips there on the side of the fuselage on the wing, on each side, one on each side. Well, that's because that airplane used to be a twin engine. That's where the nacelles
Twin
were.
engine.
Okay. The leading edge is still there, but the rest of it's gone. It's just a big hole in the wing other than that monocoque covering it up. Okay?
Right, right.
So I'm going to strip the monocoque off of it. I'm going to repair the wing. And then I'm going to
Back in.
make this airplane look like this airplane.
Cool.
Yeah, complete with tail number and everything. I'm going to use the same tail number and everything. So, if you
that's
can
awesome.
imagine, you know,
Yeah.
so it's it's not going to be exact replica, but it's going to be close enough.
No.
So, yeah, but I'm going to do my best to make it look like the old Cherokee 140 that I started learning to fly with when I first started.
That is cool.
That's my plan anyway.
You're really getting into these fixed wings now, aren't you?
Well, I started thinking about it this afternoon.
You started out about it.
I have 5 fixed-wing airplanes.
Really? That many?
Yeah.
Oh, because you just got that one.
I got the big one, this 5-foot wingspan one that I haven't actually flown much yet. I've got my styrofoamy. Now I've got this one. I've got the mini Mustang, and
Right.
what a great segue.
Got the
Now,
yeah.
courtesy of Mr. Rick Halber, I have what's called an EDF, an electric ducted fan.
Right.
And the entire fuselage is the ducting. There's the intake, and there's the exhaust. And if I name this at the camera just right, you can see the fan down
Yeah,
there.
you can see the motor in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a 5-blade fan. So this came Saturday in the mail, and
That is awesome.
you know,
I was thinking the same thing, Tater.
it's
It's like Was that the F-86 Sabre? Was that? That's a MiG, I know, but
Yeah,
it
it's
looks
a
like the
MiG
Sabre, the Super Sabre.
It kind of looks like that, but it's a MiG
Yeah.
15. The landing gear are removable, so I'll have to take those off for flying at the grass field. But
Right.
believe it or not, the nose wheel is actually steerable on this airplane. So when you're on hard surface, you can steer it on the
Yeah.
ground with the nose wheel steers on this little bitty airplane, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
it doesn't have servos.
Yeah, F-86, right.
It doesn't have servos. It does,
It
but
doesn't.
they're different. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but the motor, the drive motor is about half the size of a pencil diameter. It's got a pinion gear on the end of it that sits next to a shaft that has a bigger gear, so the motor turns that bigger gear, and that bigger gear is actually a screw drive. Now, I don't know if this will, yeah, it looks like it will focus. So it doesn't really have servos, but it's got screw drive servos. So can you imagine the RPMs that motor has to turn to make that aileron be able to make the airplane go boom, boom, boom? How quick that motor has to, I mean, that's just, to me, it's mind-boggling. It's got to be, you know, how many RPMs does that motor have to turn?
That's the thing, you know. They've come up with these new induction fans for these things. You know, that's just, you know, it's amazing what they can do with them.
Oh, absolutely. The top is actually glued on the canopy area, and it might even, I don't guess you can take it off too easy, but that's how they put all the stuff inside of it, and then they put the top on, because that's like a molded plastic piece. Very, very thin plastic, but it's a molded plastic piece that fits over the top. And you can see the very fine wires that run the control surfaces.
Oh, yeah.
And it's actually got two that go to the elevator, because the elevator is split. The elevator is not one solid piece, it's two pieces. And then the rudder is one piece. But it just really, the technology and the design work that went into building this is just crazy. It
I know.
blows my mind.
They've just gotten.
So
Let's see.
I'll be able to bind it to my Spectrum radio. Oh, 1.5 meter motorized glider. That's cool, Floyd.
That's an F-86.
I'll be able to bind it. Yeah, it looks similar. I'll be able to bind it to my Spectrum radio. Hey, Marcel.
Cool.
I don't know how long you've been here, but that's Quadalicious, everybody. That's Marcel from the flying field. Man, he flies FPV drones out there that probably do 300 mile an hour. He can be at one end of the runway, crack the throttle, and the drone vanishes. It's like the Enterprise going into warp drive, you know. You have to look. You have to look clear to the other end of the field to see the drone. It's just amazing how fast. Hello, Chris Hope. Thank you, Michael Blade.
I was going to say Chris Hope is here. Yeah.
This is made
Michael
by
Blade.
E-Plite, and it's sold by Horizon Hobby.
Yep. E-Flight makes the A10 that I'm going to save up for, but My problem is I have an E-Flight Cub that I crashed, which we've talked about, and the A10 is like $350, and I'm not sure I want to try and crash in that. It's a lot of money to ram into the ground.
Just buy that A10 and have it shipped to me, and I'll put it together and give it its maiden flight for you. I'll do a flight review on it.
That would be so nice. Yeah. I know you'd do that for me. Yeah.
I'd be happy to do it for you. And then I would personally deliver it to you and show you how to fly it.
There we go.
See? It's a win-win, right?
Right, yeah.
So,
I don't think so, Bill.
Marcel, remember I told you I was shooting video today when you and Gerald were flying? You remember that? Were you here for the beginning of the show? I don't know when I saw you pop in, but just a minute ago. Yeah, somehow I missed a setting on the camera. Recovery One drone. Thank you very much. Anyway, Marcel, let me just show you real quick the video I got. I had a bad setting in the camera, so it turned out to be a time lapse instead of a regular video. Every once in a while, you get a glimpse of the planes, Anyway, so yeah, I blew that today.
Yeah, he said he just got here, so.
Yeah, well, now he gets to see my blunder for the day.
See, yeah.
But, so let's move on, because I do a thing for the viewers, subscriber showcase, right? We do that?
Yep.
And Recovery One drone sent me 4 videos last week. 2 of them I played. Right. This week, I'm going to play the other 2. And if I did this right, I'll make sure I don't get any copyright warnings or claims or strikes or none of that kind of stuff, because I covered up the music with music that I know YouTube allows. So, without any further nonsense, the music is definitely not going to match the video, you guys, okay? It's just the way it is. Phantom 4 handling 10 to 15 mile an hour winds, Glen Helen Foothills, San Bernardino, California. Some real nice scenery out there in San Bernardino area. Yep. Especially you get up around Big Bear and stuff like that.
I was stationed at George Air Force Base for a while, just as I was getting out. And I lived in Victorville and then went to Bear Valley Community College and took my general aviation class there. And left my second ex-wife there. I was glad to get out of California after that experience.
I see the winds in some of these hills like this can give you downdrafts and updrafts and all kinds of things, especially out there,
Yeah, when you're coming out of that high desert down into the valley there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's real nice flying, Recovery One. And I got to open up another window over here just because my memory fails me. Now I'm going to play the same song over this other video, and I'm going to let it run for a couple minutes and show it off. Stream's looking good and strong. Everything's doing what we need it to do. This is a 4K video from the Phantom 3 Pro. A lot of trails where they ride their motorcycles and four-wheelers and stuff out that way.
That guy that did the Skydio, he lives in San Bernardino area, and is that where this is? Or, yeah.
Yeah, this is all San Bernardino
rides
area.
Yeah, he actually did a video right in this area right here.
Yeah, on his mountain bike, right?
Skydio.
Yeah.
Yeah, XLR, something or another. Yeah.
Nice job there, Draymond. Nice videos. Thanks for sending those in. Oh, yeah. Man.
Is the Phantom 3 Pro still worth having or buying?
It's EOL. It's EOL. So you won't get any updates or anything for it.
Okay.
And batteries might be starting to get hard to find for it.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. I saw one for sale fairly cheap, but I didn't.
Well, unless it's like $100. Unless it's like $100 cheap, I wouldn't. Phantom 3 standard?
Wouldn't mess with it. A Phantom 3 Pro.
Okay. So, yeah, unless it's like $100 cheap, I wouldn't mess with it.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
That's kind of what I was thinking too, because I just don't know how long they're going to be going with the Phantom line and when they're going to finally quit. Of course, they still have the Enterprise editions of the Phantom that they're selling, so plus the new Phantom 4 Pro V2.1.
Yeah, the Phantom 5.
Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they've got that commercial one with the 6 lenses in it. Six cameras. But the Phantom 3s and I mean, if you've got one and it's still in good shape, you can still fly it. There's no reason not to. It's a Wi-Fi connection. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
It's about 20-minute or so flight time on those batteries.
Right.
Especially if they're the original batteries with it, they're probably getting a little older. But it's the same.
Recovery Drone says he uses a Phantom 3 and he likes them because they don't have the sensors to slow you down.
Well, I don't think the sensors really slow you down, but they might keep you from running into something if you're watching your screen instead of your drone. But all that stuff takes battery power, and that shortens your flight time.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. Yeah.
All of that is.
My son has a Phantom 3 Pro. And he's got some good video off of that thing.
Sure, it'll do a good job.
Yeah, but I found one that I can't remember how cheap it was. It's pretty cheap. I'm like, I just wasn't ready to quite, throw any money at something. As you say, it's getting end of life. It's that old. So,
and I wouldn't be too concerned about the aircraft itself. My concern would be the batteries. You know, buying someone else's. Now, if you had one all the while, that'd be a different story.
Right, yeah. Yeah, but no.
But if you're buying someone else's, I don't think I'd.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, I don't think I'd go there. Not me.
Spending money on it, not too much. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, if you buy it for $100, well, okay. But if they want 300 or 400 for it or 500 for it, no, that's way too much.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I'd just save my pennies and get me a. Excuse me. I'd get me a Mavic Air 2. And that may be what I get later on down the road. Or maybe the Mavic 3 will be out by then.
Art just reminded us. He just happens to have a Phantom 3 controller, batteries, props, all kinds of stuff. Because he landed his on his neighbor's roof and he never got it back. Roof. Yeah.
Thieving son of a gun.
So.
Well, I'll look into it a little bit and decide, maybe it may be something I want to do, and may not. Shoot, I don't fly my drone now as it is. I don't know why I need another one.
Well, you're not a drone guy, remember?
Well, I'm not.
Sure, yeah.
And lately, I ain't been much of a vlogger. Vloggers post every day, and I've posted 3 videos in the last 2 weeks. That's it. Just I kind of need the break. I got real life issues that I was dealing with, and
Yeah.
just sometimes life gets in the way of your plans.
Yep, that's true. That's very true. I'd like to take just a minute and do a little shout out. Professor Mitch, although I think this evening we have to call him Surfer Mitch, will be doing his FPV workshop show right after this one. Surfer Mitch, I think, because the eye of that tropical hurricane that's going up the coast of Florida is probably just about whooping him like a redheaded stepchild about now. So we call him Surfer Mitch tonight because if he's not online, the reason is because he's surfing because he's getting flooded out or something over there. But
you know what's causing all those hurricanes up that East Coast now? It's all them loudmouth politicians in Washington, D.C. just sucking air.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they're blowing and going, and it's just,
creating a big low up there, and it's just drawing everything up there.
It's the intelligence low.
Yeah.
And it's just sucking all the wind right up there where that low intelligence is at in Washington, D.C.
Yeah. Well, that wind ain't going to help them refuel none. But
no.
Damn airheads.
That's it. You got it in one.
Yeah. So next week, Thursday and Friday, I'm taking off work. Sonari's going to give me a ride over to Memphis. My dad and brother, hopefully this will all come together, going to meet me in Memphis and bring my car over. And so they're bringing my boat. He's going to put my boat in the car that I was building and some other things, and going to just a little rain and wind, safe enough for SpaceX. SpaceX is landing in the Gulf because of the hurricane. So, that reminds, didn't I show that last week? I thought I showed it last week.
What's that?
My Mavic Pro Platinum came home, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got a glare on it now. You can't see it. It says Platinum
Yeah.
there. Now you can see it. Yeah, it made its way back, finally.
Yeah.
And
Nice wall decoration.
that reminds me, that's exactly what it is. That reminds me, I need to talk about just a little bit about Carolina Drones. I've got links on my website at 400agl.net that'll take you to their store for shopping things. I called over there. Natasha emailed me a shipping label. I sent the drone to Texas. And then about the time I started bitching about DJI not sending it back, a couple of weeks later, I got an email from Natasha saying that she had created a shipping label. Well, they sent the drone to her instead of me, so she sent it to me.
Right.
So she sent me a shipping label that I know isn't free. I sent the drone to Texas. DJI sent it back to her. Then she sent it to me. And I called her up a couple days ago and I said, Natasha, what do I owe you? She said nothing. I said, I got to owe you something. Hell, you shipped my drone halfway across the country and back. She said, no, you don't owe us nothing. Nothing. That's on us. They covered all the shipping, all that shipping for that. And nothing happened to the drone. It didn't get fixed. It didn't,
Right.
It just got sent back to me. So
But
I got to give kudos to Carolina Drones. Natasha, she, stays on top of things, takes care of business. So.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. Glad to hear that they're still got the same customer service that they had back when I first started doing this together.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. A couple years ago now, probably.
So did you switch your calendar, Mel?
Lloyd, just don't you worry about my calendar. You see, I do this on purpose. I do this on purpose because I want you guys to be able to notice this fine calendar that Chris Hope had made and sent out to some of us. And it was, I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, it was a very select group of people that got one. And I feel very fortunate that I was one. So I like to just make sure that everybody knows that I got a calendar back here that needs to be switched once a month because Chris Hope made this all happen.
Happened to look. I was just happened to be looking at it, and all of a sudden I thought, that's the one that's been there for the last. And then I got thinking, wait a minute, this is the second? Yeah, it's time to switch calendars, Mel.
Yep.
Which reminds me, I've got to do the same thing on mine in my kitchen. I haven't changed. I may not have changed it since June.
See there? See, so you want people to notice yours too.
Nobody comes by to notice mine. It's in the kitchen.
I almost came over there on the bike today, but I went flying instead. So
I don't blame you.
Don't forget, everybody. Y'all got to start working on this now. This Mavic Mini Fly More Combo Kit. Almost brand new. I haven't even flown it yet, really, other than the test flight. Make sure it worked. And it does. It works very well. Right here's the box it
John
goes
F.
in.
said he told you 45 minutes ago to change the calendar.
Yeah, well, who pays attention to what he says?
Yeah, that's going to... And that's Mel's class on how to win friends and influence people.
That's right. That's
Who the hell
right.
pays attention to them? Yeah. That's why I do to Mel all the time.
Well, it's kind of like a politician, ain't it? They don't pay attention to anything anybody says.
No.
Let's see, what do we got here? Jim sending me a thing here. Not a good day to fly. Oh, over there where he's at, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. Thank you, Jim. There's probably data on there he wants me to read, but I'm not paying that close of attention to it. Yeah, so Mitch's show comes up in about 12 minutes at the top of the hour. Serper Mitch, Professor Mitch, FPV workshop. Marcel, you might be interested in, I don't know. You guys, you FPV guys,
Somebody
all
put the
talk
link
a
to the
different
show.
language.
Yeah, somebody put a link to the show or to the channel up there for... Well, hell, I'm sitting here not really doing anything. I guess I could.
Well, I was going to say, well, what are you doing? But, you know.
Not much, that's for sure. Most of these guys are faster than I am.
So, anyway, that's just about everything I had to talk about for the show tonight.
That's Mitch's channel. I just posted in there.
Gotcha, Jim. Gotcha. By the way, Jim, I need to talk to you. I want to ask you something. I want to ask you a favor. Grumpy Blogger just posted the link to Mitch's show there, Marcel.
Mitch said he would do it if he had a wrench.
Take care, Ron. Contact me later.
Oh, is Ron
Reference 2
leaving?
weeks from now.
Okay, yeah.
Man, I don't remember. Okay, maybe he wants to reference something 2 weeks from now. I don't know. But yeah, Jim, I need to talk to you about something. I want to ask you something. So I'm going to probably, on that message you just sent me, I'm going to reply back to it. Why doesn't Mitch have a wrench? Because I've
Mel
not given
doesn't give
Mitch
out
a
wrenches
wrench.
like I do.
I don't give every single viewer a wrench. I have about 4 or maybe 5 moderators, and that's it. And they have a
Yeah, I
job to
think
do, and they
maybe
pay
4.
attention, and
I
you
have
know,
a wrench only because I'm a co-host.
that's the only damn reason he's
Sometimes
got
I
a wrench,
wonder.
because he damn sure doesn't pay
It's the
attention to
only reason
chat.
I damn sure don't pay attention to chat. Yeah,
Because if
exactly.
he does, he gets sidetracked just like he does on his own. No,
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
Here it comes. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's
By the way, if some of you guys want to get in contact with me, go to grumpyvlogger.info. You'll see the link down there to contact me. If you would like to be on my panel, because I'm going to continue doing the panel for a while, because to be honest, it's less work on me.
yeah, it sure is.
Having, it really is for me. And right now, where my mindset is at, that's what I need. So, if a couple of you guys want to reach out to me, or just tell me in the chat tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, my show, Central Time, my show, and I'll pick out whoever wants to come, or get the same guys you got last week or week before, So
Just be sure, and if you contact him via email, be sure and email him give him your email so that.
yeah, give me your email address so I can contact you.
Yeah, or if you email him, tell him who you are, because he won't know who the email address belongs to. So that way he'll know who
like
he's
that
talking
Agent
about.
K.
Yeah, there you go. That way he'll know who you are, and he knows who he's maybe inviting to the panel, and maybe he doesn't want to invite to the panel. Just, the old CYA thing.
Yeah, well, this way, yeah. But we had, like Chris said, the panel's fun, Don't expect to come on there listening all about drones, because I'm the least drone guy on there. Everybody else on there probably is a drone guy, but I'm just kind of...
Gave it a thumbs up. Don't listen to me. Okay, John. No problem.
Even though you don't listen to him, he gave you a thumbs up. So that's nice of him.
Yeah, I appreciate that,
And
John.
Ron, you be safe out there.
Be careful, Ron. I know you're out there traveling around in the tundra. I'm surprised you've even got a signal wherever you're at right now. Beyond here. That's cool, though. Glad you made it.
Yeah. Oh, did he make it up there? Okay.
Yeah, he's out in the tundra right now, I believe. If my
that's right.
memory
He's up
serves
in-
me
he's-
right, of what he had going on this week,
Yeah.
or for the next 2 weeks.
He went north to Alaska.
Yeah. And just in case anybody was kind of wondering, and I probably doubt that anybody was, but just in case anybody was wondering, like, I'm not wearing my 400 AGL hat tonight, right, Lloyd?
Right.
No, I'm making up for it right here, see?
Oh. Yeah.
I got the 400
Well, it's hard to wear
AGL
a hat
shirt
when you're
on.
wearing headsets anyways,
Well, sometimes if you don't wear it just right, that button on the top of the hat gets ground into the top of your
hurt.
head. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
Well, that's
anyway,
why I wear the
let me check
earbuds,
things
because it's just easier.
Okay, I played that video. I guess I can make it stop. Played that video, make it stop. I showed those pictures. I played that video twice. I did the P.O. Box 12 thing. If anybody wants to send me anything, DJI. P.O. Box 12, Holiday, Tennessee. If you want your videos to be talked about and made fun of or complimented, send a link to 400agluploads@gmail.com. Or if you don't, then just, send it over to this guy right here. Yeah, this guy right here. Just send a link to him, and he'll tell you what to do with it, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he does. He tells people what to do with things.
Yeah, sometimes it gets me in trouble, but
So here's what we're going to do. I about went through everything I wanted to cover tonight. There was a couple other things that I was going to do, but I'm kind of running out of time because I let everything else run over too long.
Yeah, what happens when you got me with co-host?
Is that what it is? It's your fault?
Usually, ask Art. He'll tell you.
Okay, well, I want to say, let's see. I guess that's a video that he wants me to play. Art, you didn't send it to 400AGL at gmail.com, but that's okay. I got it, buddy. I got you. I'll play it next week. That's about going to wrap it up, Lloyd.
Yeah, I've got some barbecue beef in there. I cooked a roast in our pressure cooker, electric pressure cooker, slow cooker thing. And I drained all the juice off of it, and then tore it all apart, dumped barbecue sauce in there. I'm going to go have me a barbecue beef sandwich.
So you tore it all apart, dumped the sauce in, and let it cook some more, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'd slow cooked it. I put it on like 5 this morning, slow cooked it for about 6-7 hours. Then I pressure cooked it for an hour. Just fell apart. And it was a Angus rump roast. It had zero fat in it. It just
nice.
It was marbled good, but it fell apart and it just cooked all the fat off and just.
There you go. All right. Well, we're going to hit this button and we're going to say thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. I know you could have been anywhere and you chose to be here with us. And I really, really do appreciate that. I really do. Don't forget, 2,000 subscribers, the Mavic Mini finds a new home. So,
excellent.
We'll work on all the details of that, but that's going to come at 2,000 subscribers. So you guys got 700 more people you got to get me over here. 700 and some. So
send those 700 my direction too.
Somebody needs to go make 700 accounts and subscribe to my channel. We'll see you later, everybody. Good night. Hey, Lloyd.
Yeah.
You see the new outro there? It says turning off the lights in 4 minutes and something.
I like that. Yes.
Does that work okay for you?
That works. It works.
So you quit complaining to me now about starting in at the end of the show?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't know. I thought you finally, you did it right this time.
Finally fixed it. Hey, thanks for being here, buddy.
Oh, always have a ball here. Thanks for having me.
We'll see you later.
All right.
Good night, everybody.